Hey guys, it's David. Hope everyone's doing well. Wanted to give a quick narrative to the market report that we send out every month. I hope you enjoy them. Last month we got a record amount of click-throughs into the content of our newsletter, so we're really excited that you're finding this valuable. This newsletter goes out to about 3,500 people in Johnson and Wake County primarily. And so when we see that click rate go through, the number of people that open our emails and digest the content within, we know that there's a lot of curiosity out there, and we know that there's a lot of interest. So thanks so much for spending time with our market reports. Here's what I want to tell you. At the end of this, I'm going to dive into a market report to give you some solid numbers, but here's what I want you to think about. If you are thinking about buying a property. Now, if you are a seller, that usually also means that you're thinking about buying a property because you're going to sell and you're going to buy. Here's where we are today. For the first time in 17 months, homes are being purchased at list, right? So unless you're a seller and you go crazy high on your listing, that might be a reason why you get a below list price. But for comps that are out there, and for listings that are out there, what we're seeing is buying behavior is able to buy a house at list price. This is phenomenal. First time in 17 months this has happened, because a year ago, this time last year, 2021, through most of 2022, if you weren't making an offer 3 to 5% above list, you weren't going to compete to win that bid and buy that house. Didn't matter how much cash you had to put down in a down payment, because it was all about that maximum purchase price. In addition, we're able to put that offer in without making crazy deposits, what we call due diligence and earnest fees. So a normal, regular, what we experienced before the pandemic, before COVID, you can make just a small deposit and put a house under contract and make a list price offer. This is fantastic. If you think about just a year ago, if you weren't 20% higher in price and deposit, you weren't getting that house. Today you can, and here's what's crazy. We have people sitting on the sidelines who are not currently home owners, who are waiting because of what they perceive the interest rate to be. Newsflash for you, you can always renegotiate an interest rate later. But what you can't renegotiate is the inflated price of the house over time. And what we know over time, even when we have valleys and then peaks, is home values, land values always go up. Never in the history of real estate has land value gone down, home values gone down over time. Yes, there might be a quick hiccup. There might be a drop in the market and then comes back. But look at 2008, right? After the banking crisis, home values went way down, and today they are 3-4 times above that in our area. So don't miss out. Get off the sidelines. Stop worrying about the interest rate. We can fix that later, but what we can't fix is your opportunity to get into a real estate opportunity, to buy a home and be able to compete without putting down crazy amounts of money to compete. So don't miss your opportunity. When people are scared, when they're hedging in a marketplace, people who step forward and look for good opportunities. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. So spend your time, look, get some help from us or another realtor, but find that good opportunity out there. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Right now, because mortgage companies are trying to make up for the interest rate, there are awesome opportunities, lending opportunities for deposits, for assistance, for zero down payment loans are out there. We haven't seen that in 2 years. So look for that opportunity. Stay tuned, because I'm going to talk a little more in a market report as we go. So let me show you some numbers. So this is a market report. This is Johnson County specific. We do these for Wake, for Franklin, for Harnett, for Chatham. Just let us know. We're happy to put these numbers together. So just to give you an example, numbers that are important to us. Homes sold volume for this area down 34% from this time last year. But what is really important for those of you that might be interested in buying is right now we are seeing offers come in at list, sometimes even slightly below list, maybe 1% or 2% below list, where this time last year you were going to pay 3% over list in order to compete against other buyers. That is the big opportunity for those of you that have struggled. You've thought about buying a home in 2022 and just couldn't do it. because you couldn't compete. That competition is currently gone because people are wrongly afraid of the interest rate, something that can be fixed later, but your opportunity to buy can be now. This is the big misunderstanding about the market. Serious buyers right now are in the market because this is the opportunity. When everyone else is scared, that's when the opportunity presents itself to go find a good deal. Now, not every deal is a good deal, and that's why having a good realtor to help you is important. Just to show you this on a graph, so the red line is volume of homes sold in 2022. The gray line is 2021. So you can see we had a pretty significant drop off from this time last year. We had 551 homes in Johnson County sold this in the month of September last year. This year 365. So that's a pretty significant drop, but you can see the purchase price where we were paying 3 and I would say, depending on the neighborhood, 4 or 5% over list. Now we're down to right at list, and that is the great opportunity. Just a few months ago, there was about a month, if not less, of inventory. That inventory is starting to grow. 2.6 months of inventory on the market. That gives you opportunity to be picky as a buyer if you'd like to be, with only 29% of those properties being sold over asking. So there's some numbers for you. Hope that helps, and please let us know how else we can be of service to you. Bye.